Well, let's look at chapter 9, okay? Revelation 9, and the fifth angel sounded. So these trumpets, remember, chapter 8, they were handed out. It was silent, and then they threw the incense and the prayers, and they started sounding. We're on the fifth of the trumpets. And when the fifth angel sounded, I saw a star fallen from heaven to the earth, and to him was given the key to the bottomless pit. Now, this is fascinating because this opens for us God's super angels. There are super good angels and super bad angels. And an angel is a messenger, someone that does God's bidding. And so all of a sudden we're in one of the most fascinating chapters in the Bible because we see all this happening and we're introduced to things we didn't even know were around on earth. It's very interesting. The most powerful creatures in the universe and the only aliens out there in space are God's super angels, and they're good ones and bad ones. And they've always been around. I told you this first week, and I'll remind you again, the word demon, the whole bad angel demons, the Greek word daimon means intelligence. These are super powerful intelligences. They know every language of every person on earth. How would they know that? Because they've lived for thousands of years. How long does it take for a child, a baby, to learn language? Oh, about a year and a half. And then by 2, they're geniuses. You know, they can talk endlessly and do anything. You know what Walt Disney said? He said, if we wouldn't hinder children, they would all be like me. He was like a child. Walt Disney, you know, Walt Disney Company and all the animation and everything that they did. He just was like a child. And children can just think up stuff and do stuff. Can you imagine if you were thousands of years old and you could just listen and learn everything and be everything, how interesting it would be and all that you would know? That's what a demon is. So, but look what happens. To him was given the key of the bottomless pit. Do you know for most of us what that is? Like every other word in the Bible, just, it's the bottomless pit. I don't know where it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know where else is in the Bible, but it's the bottomless pit. See, we're supposed to not be comfortable, well-adjusted American readers. Most people, their goal of reading is to get it done, to finish it, to read it, and it's over and we did it. What we should do is pause and think. It's the fifth angel, so that means there are 4 others. A star fallen, how is that word used anywhere else in the Bible? It's on earth, and he has a key, and what is the bottomless pit? And if you do that, you find the word bottomless pit is a very interesting word, abuso. And it's all the way through. It's in the Gospels. The demons that were haunting Christ's ministry, every time Jesus went anywhere, one of them would start screeching and yelling and foaming and frothing and, doing all, the demon-possessed people doing all that stuff. They were just trying to interrupt his ministry. He'd stop and look at them, and you know what they'd do? Don't put me in the pit. There's the pit. That's the place none of them want to go. It's so horrible. Well, that brings us to this. And by the way, this is on your test. Lucifer, who becomes Satan, the adversary of God, his origin is talked about in Isaiah 14 and Ezekiel 28. So in your matching, you'll have Satan or Lucifer. I don't know how. I didn't, design this. This test was designed from this class for you by someone else. But the one I've seen, I don't know if it's Lucifer or Satan. And then there's this whole long list, and they'll say Revelation 1 to 3, and Revelation 4 and 5, and Revelation 19, and Revelation 20, and 21 and 22. And then it says Isaiah 14 and Ezekiel 28. It's so rare. It isn't Revelation. That's the origin of Satan. It comes from there. And how long does it take to read the whole Bible all the way through if you're in the 6th grade reading it out loud? Very good. I hear a lot of A students out there that, you guys are getting this down. But that's the real stuff. There are these 4 horsemen that are incredibly dangerous, more so than any science fiction character, and they're only underlings to the most powerful being ever created, Lucifer. But he is allowed by God in chapter 9 to open the pit. And it's amazing what happens.